Montgomery County, Maryland real estate statistics just came out for February of 2024, and they give us a ton of insight as to what we can expect in this spring market. If you're thinking about buying or selling a home in 2024, you just got to watch this video. Hi, I'm Kevin Grolig. I'm a real estate agent with Compass located in Potomac, Maryland. Thanks once again for checking out the latest video in my series, Real Kevin. So if you're thinking about either buying or selling a home in Montgomery County, Maryland in 2024, the first thing you need to know is where is the market today and where do we see it trending? Admittedly, it's a little difficult to tell when you enter a brand new year in January. It's even hard to tell as you enter the month of February. But as you start to get out of February and now approach the spring market, there's all sorts of signs and clues to tip you off. Today, I'm going to break it down and separate the facts from fiction. Towards the end, I'm also going to come full circle and let you know what these statistics as either a buyer or a seller mean to you. We're going to compare February 2024 statistics to February of 2023. All the statistics I'm providing are coming from smart charts from Bright MLS. The number of units sold during February 2024 is down 9% from February 2023. In 2024, there were 522 sales in all of Montgomery County compared to 574 in February of 2023. We start off the statistics on a little bit of a decline from the year before. However, I think what you're going to see is the majority of statistics moving forward are actually starting to trend upward. For an example, the next one we're going to cover is days on market. Last February, the average days on market for units sold during that month was 32 days. In 2024, it was actually 24 days. By and large, homes were selling a little quicker in February 2024 in comparison to the year prior. Another statistic we're seeing trending upward is the average sale price to list price ratio. February 2024, the average home sold for 100.9% of the list price. So what this means is, on average, the average home sold about 1% over list price, meaning the home that was listed at 500 on average would have sold for closer to 505. At the same time last year, the average house sold for 99.2% of the list price. That's not too shabby either. However, we're seeing a swing of about 1.7%, which is pretty significant. Hey there, just a small break in the action. If you like this video, you like the content, don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, share this video. If you're watching this video from outside of Montgomery County and you'd be interested in a free Montgomery County relocation guide, click on the link in the description box below. Back to the action. Okay. I know that real estate statistics are not usually the sexiest things to go over in the videos, but I'm coming to actually everybody's favorite statistics right now, which is average sales price. Average townhouse or condo sold in February 2024 for $466,350. This is up over 11.5% from last year, where the average townhouse or condo sold for $417,723. That's a huge jump. Now let's talk single-family homes. Average single-family home in February of 2024 sold for $948,208, up a little bit over 5.1% from last year, where the average sales price was $902,215. Once again, as I told you, while the units sold is down a little bit, all the other major statistics are trending upwards right now. Here's a little bit of good news for home buyers. Surprisingly, we're starting to see a small uptick in the amount of inventory or homes to choose from if you're a buyer in the marketplace. Don't get me wrong, the inventory levels are still anemic. However, this is the first time we're starting to see an increase in the level of inventory in a long time. As of the last day of February 2024, the amount of homes on the market in Montgomery County was 705 units, compared to last year's 682. This is a rise in inventory of 3.3%. Once again, it's small, but it's got to start somewhere. Last thing we're going to talk about statistics is the absorption rate. And if you guys have watched many of my videos, you guys know that I just love and get geeked out by the absorption rate. So let's talk a little bit about that and how that kind of affects the market, both for home sellers as well as home buyers. The absorption rate is simply the ratio of home inventory to sales. To get the absorption rate, it's actually pretty simple. You take the total amount of inventory, then you divide that by the amount of units sold in the prior month. So let's go back to a few statistics we discussed earlier. As of the last day of February, there were 729 units for sale in all of Montgomery County. During the month of February, there were 522 of those that sold. You take the total amount of inventory, which was 705, and divide that by the amount of units sold in February, which was 522, you get a ratio of 1.35. Okay, Real Kevin, but what does a 1.35 ratio really mean, and how does that affect me? So one simple way of looking at this is, let's pretend for a moment that nothing else comes on the market. There's no new listings at all. If you take the 705 units currently for sale, and if homes are selling at 522 per month, if no new homes are listed, everything would be sold out in 1.35 months. That is a fast-moving market. To put some perspective on it, most economists would tell you that anything less than the 3-month supply of inventory would constitute a seller's market. 3 to 4 months is more of a balanced market. Then, of course, you can figure from there. 4 months or more inventory on the market is considered a buyer's market. At the level of 1.3 months of inventory on the market, we are still very much strongly in a seller's market. Also going to throw out another cool statistic that I kind of stumbled upon, which is, once again, is good to know for both buyers and sellers. In February of 2024, 56% of all the properties sold within 10 days of going on the market, and 72% of the homes sold within 30 days of going on the market. What this tells us is that homes that are properly priced, properly staged and conditioned for the market, and of course properly marketed, are going to sell quick, many times with multiple offers and escalating sales prices. However, I've also seen a few situations this year where you have some home sellers who get a little too aggressive on price, maybe a little too cute, and those properties will sit. My feeling is, for home sellers, if you have a home that's in a high demand area, priced well, in good condition, if you start to see that the average home sold for X, right now I think it's acceptable to list the property somewhere within 5% of that. So, you know, if it's an $800,000 community, potentially as high as $850,000. However, I've seen a lot of home sellers out there this year get a little too, once again, aggressive, let's just call it, and price it 20% over market and maybe $950,000, $960,000. That is a recipe for sitting, getting old, and stale. So word to you home sellers, let's get it right from the start. First thing is, find a great agent who's got great reviews, a great track record to properly price and market your property. This agent should also be able to help you stage the home properly and have access to great contractors and vendors who can help get the job done right, on time, and on budget. If you do those things right, hire a good agent, get the home priced right, they know how to market it, you'll ultimately see that the market will talk to you, and if the market believes you're a value, you're going to get probably more than one offer, and you're going to start to see your home value go up. And guess what? Those contingencies, like home inspection, appraisal contingencies, things like that, oftentimes they go by the wayside. Now let's look at the flip side. What does this mean for home buyers in 2024? With 100% complete transparency, as always, it's going to be difficult. As you've already heard, homes are selling quick. The best ones are going to go very quick, and most likely they're going to have multiple offers with escalating prices. Sometimes you can find some deals on some of the homes that have stuck around for a little while. Once again, not every home sells in one day. 72% of the homes last month sold within 30 days of going on the market. That means that 28% of them are sitting out there and potentially getting a little bit old, a little stale, long in the tooth. These might be good opportunities to come in and potentially do a little bit of negotiating. There's also good opportunities out there for buyers for potential off-market properties. For home buyers, the best advice I can give you is determine the team you're going to work with quickly, right up front. Who's your team, you ask? Your team is going to be ultimately your real estate agent, your mortgage lender, your settlement and title company, home inspector. These are teams that you need to have in place right now. You need to go into the home purchasing market much like an athletic team would go into a sporting event. You got to have a game plan. Left hand, right hand need to be on the same wavelength, working together and efficiently. What I've seen many times is buyers may not find something immediately, and they kind of get a little bit down and start thinking blah, blah, blah. You know, nothing's going to come up on the market. Then guess what? all of a sudden, out of the blue, the right property comes up, and you need to be ready. If you're interested in checking out the video on how to choose the right real estate team for you, you may want to check out this video right here. Here's my closing thoughts. 2024, in my opinion, is going to be a lot like 2023. I think what we're going to see is the market really strong in the first and second quarters, and then probably taper off some in the third and fourth quarters. As I mentioned here, whether you're thinking about buying, whether you're thinking about selling, or both, the best thing you can do is define your team now, starting with the right real estate agent for you. And as always, if you have any questions about real estate or life in Montgomery County, feel free to hit me up. The best way to reach me is by text at 240-793-7495. Thanks once again for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon to be notified when I post new videos. See you next week.